everyone. Today is Monday, the 16th of November. This is Felicia on F1. I am so excited to review Istanbul. So as the infamous Bernie Ecclestone once said, what races are always the best by far? So what would Istanbul bring with the cold conditions and the slippery surface? We haven't raced here since 2011. It was by far my favorite race this season next to Monza. So let's get to it. I'll be covering off highlights and lowlights and hot takes. So first off, Lewis, congratulations on your 7th title. What a fitting way to grab that title in style and in an unexpected race. He forced and willed his way to victory. He was not supposed to win that race and he did it. So what a way. So congrats to him. Secondly, to Ferrari, props to them, best performance by them so far this season, with Vettel grabbing P3 and Leclerc grabbing P4. Remarkable that their best race was done where team principal wasn't there. So maybe he shouldn't be in Bahrain next race, just saying. Next to the two drivers of Racing Point, so Checo grabbing that second place, a bit of redemption from Imola when he probably should have gotten podium and he wasn't able to because of strategy there. He also made the one-stopper work like Lewis, so congrats to Checo on that second place. His teammate Lance Stroll got pole. He was the 5th youngest pole sitter in F1 history. He did so well. He controlled the race. I was really surprised. Led for about 30 laps. Unfortunately, did drop back after the tire change and finished in P9. Found out earlier today that there was some damage to Stroll's car, so that contributed to why he wasn't able to perform that well in the second stint. So on to lowlights. Red Bull. I honestly thought they would have done a bit better. They finished in P6 and P7. Max, known in thriving in chaotic conditions, grabbed that victory in Germany 2019, but they unfortunately didn't finish for it. P6, P7, Max tried to pass Checo, spun, nothing really happened. Albon almost got close and then dropped back. So it was just, I was a bit disappointed in both of them. Finished fine, but could have expected at least podium at some point, especially as we thought because Merck wasn't around. Valtteri Bottas, what a day to forget for him. What a way to lose the championship to see Lewis, and at one point getting lapped by Lewis. So he had a day to forget. He had 6 spins too, which wasn't great. So on to the next one. So turn 8. I was so excited for the turn 8 hype. I was so excited to see the new cars, these modern cars, take on turn 8 flat out, and hearing about how Max says, I'm not going to need protection on my neck. It'll be great. It'll be easy. Nothing. There's nothing that happened. Cold weather and slippery surface means that all the tracks and the drivers are neutralized, essentially. Renault. Thought they could have done a bit better, finished 10th and 11th. Ocon a bit unlucky. He's known as a driver that excels in wet conditions as well. So unluckily got tapped and he had a tire puncture and had to fight his way from the back. So finished in P11. Ricciardo, no man's land, finished P10. Unfortunately, AlphaTauri with Kvyat and Gasly, nothing really happened with them either. So expect a little bit more, but nothing. On to the hot takes. So first off, the podium sitters of Lewis, Sergio and Sebastian, they also raced the last time in 2011. So it's interesting to show what questionable conditions bring. It always brings up, and kind of the experience and the maturity rises to the top, and it kind of wins over the young guns. So that was interesting to see yesterday. Also some really, really sweet statistic. Lewis and Sebastian have shared, because they were on the podium together yesterday, this is the 56th time they've been on the podium together, which is the most in F1 history. So quite a sweet moment to have both those two, greatest drivers of this era, get that, to be on that podium and to have, be there for Lewis's 7th title, and Seb being the first in person to congratulate Lewis as well. What a really sweet moment. I really got touched seeing that. It was phenomenal to see. I guess, too, that is it for me. I suppose what's mad to me is I really enjoyed Istanbul. This is the last, unfortunately, the last of all the kind of cool new old school tracks that we had to have because of COVID. And I'm quite sad to see that we're not going to see these next year, because really we all, I think as F1 fans, really enjoyed seeing these new tracks and seeing the fact that this past weekend we didn't know who was going to win. So it was just, it's quite, it's one of those things we hope next year we're able to do that, but probably not. So we are back in Bahrain for two back-to-back races. Interesting to see the oval, how that's going to shape, and then obviously the year-end, season end in Abu Dhabi as per. So that's it from me. This has been Felicia on F1. Please comment, like, subscribe. I'm open. I also have the socials on my bio or on the information. So I'm around. I'm pretty active on Twitter. So if you want to, can message me or kind of send a message, that would be great too. Anyways, have a good day. This has been Felicia on F1.